Makes the dragon's path very interesting, my brothers and sisters, is of course the dragon itself, the dragon by your side, the dragon that is with you all the time like a guardian angel, protecting over you so that nothing can happen to you. So your dragon by your side makes it so interesting. And don't see the dragon by your side like some kind of a god that is controlling everything. Of course not. Your dragon is being born just like everyone else. And also, your dragon has an attitude. And your dragon has their own character, their own ways. Every one of the dragons by our side will always be different from each other. Like I said, they are not robots. They are connected to each other, yes, of course. And even dragons, like I said before, the dragons also can have conflicts with each other. So, disagreeing with each other. That is why sometimes I'm afraid that we come together, because we also are very different from each other. And we cannot never be a religion because of this, because of that way. Because we are a bit the same like our dragons by our side. We are so much connected for a reason. We can be family, but we also can be friends from previous lives, for the lives that is about to come. That we are always together. That is also your dragon by your side. But don't be startled because when your dragon, for example, does something that you will not expect. For example, I give you an example, and that is actually the most surprising thing that actually happened to me. Once, I'm a dragon witch, and I'm very, very proud to be by the dragon side. But I also was very interested in what I could do and how many dragons there are. So I tried to contact other dragons, and my dragon responded with that I shouldn't do it. My dragon actually was stopping me because of jealousy. My dragon showed jealousy. How is that possible? It's a dragon, isn't it? But the dragons indeed can show jealousy. And the dragons can also show anger, or much more than that even. The dragons can show a lot of emotions. Emotions that you will say, does a dragon do that? Of course, dragons are no robots. Dragons are just the same as, every single other creature, but much more powerful, you can say. Much, 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 much more powerful. They are ancient beings, very wise and very filled with knowledge, but much more than that. Your dragon by your side can show you jealousy. It was actually very interesting to see that. I had to know, I want to know everything about the dragon. I want to know how this works and the other sides, and I love all of the dragons, and I came to find out that you also have dragons by your side, but different kind of dragons that lead you in a different kind of path. So they are all different, and that is also with their darkness and light is always going to be different than with the other one. Every dragon is unique. But once the dragon showed me this jealousy, so I came to find out that dragons always have their own character, their own way, their own, and that is also, like I said, the dragon is very much attached to you. So you have a lot in common with the dragon by your side. So my dragon has a lot of common with me, because I can also, for example, I can also be jealous. So once my dragon would be searching for other humans, really. But that is not what a dragon does. A dragon is very loyal to who you are and to you, actually. That your dragon is very loyal to you. You might say, I don't have a dragon. Well, actually, yes. Yes, you do. I'm sure of it that you have a dragon. Doesn't mean that you don't see them, that they are not there. You have to feel them. You have to feel it in your draconic soul that your dragon is very close. I was lucky enough to one day see my dragon, but that is not what everyone does. And some people wonder themselves, why do I love dragons so much while I don't have a dragon by your side? That is because you have a dragon by your side. And that is so interesting about the dragon's path. The dragons themselves, of course. I don't mind about religion or something like this, or this spirituality. Once I saw the dragon, I was so happy, and I wanted to know more about my dragon, about that I can finally say my dragon, not because they are your property, but because they are always connected to you. They are attached to you. And so they are attached for a reason. And they are not just attached, they are attached to your draconic soul. And it feels so freedom, filled with freedom whenever you are awakened by them. So you can trigger actually a lot of emotions with your dragon. And sometimes you can even trigger the emotion of love with your dragon. Of course you are a human, but your spirit is that of a dragon. And that is where your dragon is looking at. Whenever my dragon showed jealousy because I wanted to contact with other dragons, I immediately stopped. I respected that. I respected the emotions that I could feel from him. I respected this because I feel so much respect for my dragon. If it wasn't for him, I would never been a dragon witch. I would never have been feeling or seeing like this, something like this. My draconic soul would be asleep and not wake up anything. I mean, not feeling anything for dragons or anything like this. I would be just a pile of misery without my dragon. That is how important your dragon is by your side. Your dragon is by your side. It's actually everything. Your path, your life, everything. That is why I sometimes get dreams where my dragon dies, and that is the worst thing that that could happen to me. The worst thing that could ever happen to me is that my dragon would be gone. That is my greatest fear. So I showed it every single day. I show it to my dragon. I show it to him. I always want to show how much I do care about him. And that is my main focus on my dragon's path. Of course, it's a way of life. It's how I go through life. But the way I go through life is because my dragon is pointing the way through this life. Without him, I would be lost. So I respected this negative emotions that I could feel from him. So I immediately stopped, and I immediately wanted to say to my dragon that he's the one that I care about the most, that he's the one actually that I really do love. I would even do much more than that. I would even kill or die for my dragon. So that is how far I would go for my dragon. There is no humans, people in this world, they see it as lively imagination, and I cannot blame them because they cannot see, they cannot feel, they cannot experience like I do. They don't need to know that. That is why I don't shout it from rooftops. Sometimes I was actually a bit intrigued and angry even whenever people say shouting from the world, I do have a dragon by my side, and I'm a dragon myself. You know how difficult it was to come out with this. But I only come out with you, my brothers and sisters, because the rest of humanity doesn't need to know that. They will never take this serious, and I don't need them to take it serious. I don't mind, I don't care, simply just the same as the dragon. I don't care about that. But it's not something that we have to brag about. It's not something that we need to convince people about, that there is a dragon by your side. I know how it sounds from the beginning. I knew it, how it sounds like the beginning. And people saw this as some kind of a game, and I hated that. So like a game, I am a dragon, I'm amongst dragons. No. You are a human amongst humans with a dragon soul. And you need to take it serious. Every single thing about this path is something that we need to take serious. But also, we need to take care of our dragons. We need to care for them. We need to be there for them. Just the same as they are there for us. That we just need to know our dragons as well. We need to recognize and need to know. Take some time actually to know who your dragon is. Do you know who your dragon is? Do you ever feel your dragon? Have you also felt emotions from the dragon by your side? This dragon, and how does he look like? Do you know how he looks like? Because these are the things that keeps me busy. I wanted to know it all. I wanted to see. I wanted to know. I wanted to understand. I wanted to understand my dragon. I wanted to understand why the dragon is there, because that was my first question. Why are you here? I'm just a human. But the dragon showed me that there is much more than just a human. And that is where my awakening comes from. And that is where our awakening comes from. Your awakening comes from a dragon by your side. And this dragon will show you everything that there is to show, from a path that is no path at all, from a path that just still needs to be made. And you just need to follow the shadow of your dragon to make a path out of it. If someone wants to follow you, that is for them. But you need to make a path for yourself, alongside, together with your dragon. And your dragon is all, it's everything that your path resembles, everything. So also the way you go through life, it's also how your dragon is showing you how to go through life. Just take some time. Don't see it as a play game. Just one of the rules of the Dragon's Path. Don't see it as a game. Don't see it as a plaything. See it as your life. See the dragon as your life. You are a part of who they are, and you are connecting with them every single day. So try to talk with your dragon. Try to know your dragon. Try to know who they are and maybe even what kind of a history or even future that you have together. Your path and your dragon in itself is your path. So get to know your dragon. Get to know who your dragon is. That is the only thing that you need to know in the beginning of your path. If you are confused and you don't know what to do, get to know your dragon. Your dragon is just by your side.